Inside this edition today, Radio Democracy go talk to the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress APC party, where I see the Tunis, where we can talk about different things them we don't need happen at the party as way for let the party get unity and oneness among themselves. At the time now, I want to say good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Tunis.
Good morning, Sabtiu. Good morning, 98. Good morning, Sierra Leone. Thank you very much for getting me online. And season's greetings. I see you smile brightly this morning.
Okay, same to you too. So as we all know, the APC party is the main opposition party within the country, and we don't see this BNTM. They don't put different things in place as way for sure say they want to speak with one voice and come together. And the things that they don't do for able to achieve this, they don't only retreat and also don't do a turn as some party them now the country with some party executive them waiting no yield after then different engagements here for really to say the party come to one. These are some of the reasons they will make we get CDI Tunis between other party for the time being. Apart from the two things then they were mentioned on a recent activity where we don't do for ensure say the party come together. Aside that, waiting are the things that we don't happen at the party so far?
I mean, several things don't happen. First of all, I want to tell you plenty thank you for hosting me this morning and for giving the opportunity for our breast with membership and the nation as to waiting we don't do as a party. As you know, post-elections, we be engaged fully with the dialogue, first of all, and Bintumani. We yield what we now known as the Agreement for National Unity. And we've been very much focused on the implementation of within the other agreements than they. And one of the resolutions also from the agreement have been the tripartite. With our resolution 3, we born the setting up of the tripartite committee, we then serve after they work, then focus on then give we 80 plus recommendations then we get for do with electoral systems reforms and other areas we get for do it with elections management generally. And also their recommendations then they're very key, they're very important to we as a party because we feel say when fully implemented, we go able to solve the problems that we would only get with elections business in the past, and it go help for clean up with election systems and increase we level of comfort and trust in elections process in this country for make them credible, for make them free and fair. And so we've been very much focused on that one day. And even where the implementation don't start for the recommendations, then we still very much interested and focused on that aspect there. But on we own part as a party, we also been get for Sidom and talk say, okay, so even where this aspect of things they go on, we generally get for do with the country. Now time for law begin for also focus on putting we party in order. If you remember, between 2020 to 2023, we've been get several court cases where people take we to court. First for we constitution, say we're not democratic enough, and also issues we've been get for do with membership and other things. So in we current constitution what would they use issues and they way clearly time bound, and we also clearly mandatory for complete them before we next set of lower level elections and delegate elections. And one key one will be membership registration and verification. So we embark on that one day, but before we do that, we decide say, okay, let we go digital, so that at every level, from polling center level all the way to national, we go able to know exactly which now we membership strength, which now we registered members at every level, their names, their addresses and telephone numbers. So we develop a software where they able capture that one day and so many other things then we go help we for digitize with membership, and then they will be done launch and it go on successfully. I go tell you that we don't roll out over 100,000 membership forms across this country, and people we don't fill and we don't send back the forms, then they don't exceed 40,000. So we get that one day they go on, and the challenges where they come from that one day, we also don't they go around the country and try for see how best we solve them challenges then they. And I get for talk say this number what I don't give you not just for salon, we not even roll out the diaspora aid. So that one major activity we don't undertake where they successfully go on as a party. And for that one we now APC members we be hold membership cards before we know verify it, then still get opening. I they encourage them for make them verify, and then once if we want for be members of the party, we don't ever be members the registration open, then can go to any district office or even the national office and inquire for see how they go acquire forms and become members of the party.
So in terms of this registration and verification, there is this issue about certain people where they may say the party is not entitled for register, especially people that may say something don't left the party for personal reason. In that area they don't get a settlement.
No, anybody can register.
Okay.
You know, whether you be don't left the party, you want for come back into the party, you get right for register. The only thing you know for belong to another party, because that now provision are the national constitution of Sierra Leone. So we also get for ensure say we stay within the provisions of the 1991 constitution, we supersede any political party constitution. So you can still register, you know, even if you be done left for whatever reason and you want for come back and you not get membership now any other political party, you can still register.
Okay, the issue of duration where somebody don't take na the party now one way very contentious from people so far now that one party so far supporters them. The question I want to ask now the fact that if somebody be don't left the party, you go, it come back, is it that it continue from the old registration where we don't do or they start afresh as a new member?
Well, these are issues where you know already defined in the constitution. So I don't even see why it will be an issue for debate or for discussions. You know, it clearly defined how you go become a member of a party, whether you be don't terminate your membership or not. And this is where, you know, we don't feel say debate for happen. It has been interpreted severally, you know, and you know what we are focused on now for ensure say we bring everybody on board, those who want to be on board, and for explain the need why we all for come together, and that are exactly what in this talk in there about.
So let me go back and for the benefit of our listeners and perhaps not to all my way before get access to the constitution and read and may understand. You know the publicity secretary, what in the constitution say in that regard?
Well, the constitution say if you're not a member of the party, definitely if you don't terminate your membership, you're not a member of the party, right? Exactly. So if you're not a member of the party, you want to join the party, you get for register. So if you're not a member of the party and you want to register with the party, clearly you come in as a new member. That is obvious. For any organization, for any institution, it is obvious. So that is why I said these are not things where we're supposed for they spend time for focus on too much.
For sake of clarity, again, members maybe don't come back during this process.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to let we focus on that one day, to be honest with you, because what we are doing, you know, these are all things, you know, what would they look at internally. There are so many dynamics to them. What we are focused on right now, and for make sure say we keep the party together, we keep unity and peace within the party. Whatever it is, we now things where they doubt people, we now things where go create hurdles, we go look at the provisions of the constitution, we go look at the internal dynamics as a party for see how we go resolve all of these and move forward just as how we don't start so now. We own goal now for reposition the party, for ensure say we create a level playing field. We go first of all bring in everybody. We're loyal, we're committed, we want for dinner the party and we want for work with the party. That is one. And secondly also for ensure say we create that enabling environment so that people who are qualified, who are eligible, and we want for run for offices able for do so as per the provisions of the APC constitution as well as the constitution of Sierra Leone. And that is what this tour was all about, where we decide for go around the country district by district for our breast with membership and supporters them as to waiting really important for we now as a political party, which is to bring every member on board for make sure say then side and way small chamont they with small conflict, and they will side doubts, then they will clear then doubts, then they people will feel say they are grieved, they're angry, they're vexed for whatever reason, we listen to them, we'll try for see how we all go sit down and amicably resolve then things that will make them vex, we make them angry, and we make them feel say either them for left the party or them for sit down and not participate per party work. And then things then they will focus on, and that the tour been really there about.
So in line with the tour for reposition the party, at this time and moment, what you go say about the APC party in terms of the status? Is it that you go say on a divided, lost, or about for bringing on ourselves together? In all of the three categories I mentioned, also on a fit right now.
I don't feel say we divided.
Okay.
I mean, as in all opposition parties, we get challenges, and the challenges come in several forms. We get challenges of course, you know, say we did in opposition for the number of years we don't take. People go get different minds. Not all man able patient and bear. Not all man, you know, able for withstand waiting some of we they withstand. So of course you could get people who go sit on and take the back seat. You could get people who go in search of greener pastures. You could get people who go take advantage of the fact say the party they in opposition and go present this picture as if everything is doomed for the party. But we know say yes, we they face challenges, you know, in several areas, but we've been very focused despite all of these challenges. It has been very difficult for us the past 6 years. You find out say immediately we go into opposition, we begin for deal with issues of courts, commissions of inquiry, Kamusai, pretty much every senior member of the party, especially those of us who serve in government, you know, not be a target. People, some people, a good number of them still they caught. We will get issue of even being able to operate as an opposition. I go say, I don't feel say anybody day within the hierarchy of the party, the leadership of the party, maybe not just one or two. We not on see CID or jail or court. So all of them challenges then they, you know, pose you know, difficulties as to how we for able for function as an opposition. But we don't able, you know, for go through all of that, and we focus, you know, on putting we party together. And at the same time, you see we MPs then very much engaged in parliament as far as, you know, debates we get for do with national issues, where opposition supposed for do challenging issues, bringing to fore then things where they affect the people of this country in terms of the economy, social issues, justice issues, human rights issues, how will they talk about them, and so then self they debate them in parliament. So these are all things we for sure people say, regardless of all we challenges, we are still together to a large extent. Yes, you get people where, you know, get different minds, where they spread different message, but to a large extent, regardless of the challenges, then the party did together.
So from all which you don't state city, is clear say so many things on a need for put in order, from executive down to the list. Why the APC party thinks say just with a tour, with how people are really aggrieved against themselves or because of cabal disagreement and other issue them, that's really enough for settle so many issues with among the APC party?
First of all, you get to understand say the executive they together, and the executive, the entire executive take this tour.
Oh, we get some people who then say then a young generation will believe say they for take over the executive, maybe make them in the executive not the same side.
I'm not so much aware of that, but of course I don't feel say that is a problem. If somebody feels say he get the strength, he get the right, he get the capability for take over, that is not a problem. Now that make we say we they provide a level playing field. If you say you get the ability, you can contest. If you win, that is fine. But waiting we not get for allow, and it is not just about executive position. Any position, waiting we not get for allow. Now for let anybody ambition, in personal ambition, divide the party, or you use your personal ambition for try for, demean or bring down the party.
Anybody don't display such of which you say so?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. It is natural. We see a lot of misinformation, disinformation on social media from certain quarters, whether they, blackmail, whether the lie per executive members, them, whether the target
the
national
this about
executives.
If we're able to know the people where they do some of them how they make the party
when you have people on social media, it can be anybody. I don't go know whether they do audio. People they send out audios every day. You don't even know their identity.
But you don't classify them as members.
No, it not necessarily mean say now we members. Somebody can sit down and say, me na APC devil, me na APC angel. But does that mean he's APC? No. And that is why it is important for us now as executive for ensure say we verify we members them. We register we members them. So at the end of the day, if you now we database as member, whatever you do, we know say you now we member, so
as of now,
and we can implement we
as of now
nobody
on our database. So now we are say they do something other than within the party really want for make members them do.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but what I go say now that anybody where they within we party, where they act in a way where we feel say inimical to the progress of we party, I think say we get measures that we'll go use for take action.
Let me go back to the tour. How many places I'm gonna be before visit, and what are the feedback when I get from the membership when I talk to them at them places and they?
So far we don't able for on the 29th will be the Kenema. We sign a day we start the tour. And the reception been very great, and the message was well received. We'll be able for, of course, talk to them about the need for unity and peace, and also talk to them about the membership registration and verification, as well as the recommendations of the tripartite committee, within our commitment to that one day, and how we feel say we all for focus on the implementation of their recommendations. Then we talk about peace, particularly not only within the party but the nation as a whole. It is important for them kind message then they in other side of the country, because we not go deny the fact say we country deeply divided when it comes to politics and tribal issues. So it is always important that when we get a platform for talk about peace and unity within the party, we expand that also to the nation, because we feel say we are one nation and we all need for really work together for ensure say we keep this country going and we move this country forward. From Kenema we go to Bo Pujao on the 30th, and of course the first will be the Moyamba and Bond. And last week, just this weekend we pass on the 7th and the 8th, we've been there Tonkolili and Bombali. And then of course this weekend we expect for the Kono. And again for continue until we cover the entire country. But also on the 3rd and the 4th, the western area been get a retreat. Now western rural, we then look at several issues, then we for push the party go forward. Now the western region and nationally as well. And before that also Bo district, the south, then bigger retreat Nabo, and also a fundraiser for put up the APC regional office for construct we own regional office in that part of the country. So all of these go show you say we are a party, we don't put ourselves together for make sure say we be formidable and we prepare ourselves for repeated governance now this country.
How inclusive this tour be of all members and the executive? Any person that will be left out of the worker with something for certain reasons no go?
No, as far as the national executive and all the organs of the party, everybody being represented, all of the different offices were involved, as well as with regional and district offices them. they all be involved by this tour.
Okay.
There are people even outside of the executive when are stakeholders of the party will join the tour. And as we continue, as whole the tour they become expanded, more and more people they get interested. And it really, Satu, it really important that we embark on this tour
because we are important to
you
be there. We need for only and first and us. And over to you, CD. You be talk about the tour, and you want to emphasize how much this tour important to Una.
Yes, I mean, the tour been very important to we. I mean, because one of the things that we find out now that this not something where people don't they look forward to. So many of the places where we go, the people they tell we say this not the first time as with them as members of the APC where the entire national executive don't move to meet the people in the districts or the regions. And so we really give them that opportunity for able to interact with sit down and listen to some of the challenges that we then they face, even manning the offices in then areas, some of the confusion we then they get in terms of the kind of information that we then they receive now social media, in terms of governance, in terms of what will happen post-election 2023, so we get the opportunity for sit down and really explain things to them, for make them self-understand and then self-explain things to we. Places then the way we go, even before we start for talk, people be angry, because of the perceptions we then be get, because of the messages that we don't receive, but from social media, of course. But by the time we sit down and explain things to them, the processes, the stages that we don't go, and we focus for make sure say we're able for implement the recommendations, then they understand. And some of them now even begin for be champions of the tours. Some of them now even they tell we now say, well, we don't get a message there now, so now we responsibility for let we self go now into we communities for our breast with membership and supporters. So it's really important that we're able for make them moves there also for go out to then communities.
Since you start the conversation, you don't pinpoint on how people don't send bad message them out there, way don't they bring the party into the script from the supporters and they get different perception. What I think you need for be blame at this point, because 6 years down the line you just don't make mention saying the first time this a whole executive they get and go meet them people and say this not the issues that happen at the party. So what I think say for be blamed will be done left that gap.
Well, I don't get for entirely cast blame on anybody, but of course we like we say to the people, we tell them say yes. I mean, we get for take responsibility
as a party. The executive don't take responsibility of the misinformation and the gap will be done over the past
years.
We
be done they send the correct information them through various radios, TVs, even we own communications outlets. But that one-on-one, then people are where they spread the information and they do it on a daily basis. And it reach a point where even at district level, at constituency levels, it's been difficult for even the executives and at then levels then they for able for face the people. So we take them upon we self. Now we not the elected officials. Now we they give directives at national level. So we take them upon we self say, let us go down there and meet the people. Let us interact with them. Let them understand. Let them know it's not the facts. Let them know it's not the truth. So that at the end of the day, they know say then things them where they out there they are baseless, they are not true. Most of them people are where they spread their news, then they they see them. We don't even know side and they a good number of them not even in this country. But we are elected officials, then they see we, they know we characters. Like you watch somebody like Pamin Kailo when the chairman of the party, all in life na APC. Payansane, all in life na APC. They have been through every difficulty where anybody can be through for APC, jails, you name them. Okay. And they're not able to withstand all of that. So you look at somebody like that, you make baseless allegation and say you don't go sell the party to order. for waiting. So these are all the messages we will be able to sit down with the people and make them understand, that look at the characters within people you had to talk about. Look how long they don't in at the party. Look how much difficulties they don't go through for this party from the inception to now. Look at the different positions the way they don't hold at the party. How in the world somebody could just come on and make them kind of allegations against them.
Can't you again, Mr. Sidia Tunis, you talk about what things so far happen doing all of this story also, but one way somebody go ask the people who wanna go meet, would that be your message, the one outstanding and most common concern we won't able to forget that from all the districts so far when I don't go?
The people are clearly concerned about unity within the party. They want to see we all together, and they want to see say the party leadership take clear message, and this way we don't begin so for move the party forward. We do that one day across the board, and even in the diaspora, and that is why also we as a party they look forward. The diaspora get a retreat where then they bring together all of the different diaspora branches to one country, and we serve a cross section of we get for go attend our retreats day. We also look forward. These are all ways where they take with party go forward, reposition with party, make sure say we all get the same mind, develop concepts and where they focus we on gaining governance, and also delivering for the people of this country. And we membership pretty much that is their focus now. They want to see the party move. They want to see the party on the path of success, a path we go move it to success. And that is why the NSSF appreciate the fact say we don't move.
Who said the issue don't the party leadership so far in your observation?
I don't feel say the party leadership itself get issue.
Who didn't get the issue now? The people they call for peace within the party.
Like post-election, like I say, we get plenty, way we view the elections. We get plenty, things that will happen, the manner in which, we go about the dialogue. Plenty people they expect a different outcome. Than it is not something we can hide. People being some and because of that, you get a certain set of people who take advantage. People, they look some of, they get information about reruns, some they get information about recounts, some they get information about President Bio being removed and Dr. Samura Kamara being installed. All of them messages then they reach the people out there. So even where we were busy, they bring the truth. When they bring the truth, those who they spread their messages, and that is where the allegations they begin from a line, say, oh, this person don't sell out, this person don't this person don't go take money, this person don't want rerun, and which were all not true. So all of that they send a lot of confusion into the minds of the membership. So but going out there and meeting them and explaining things to them, how we go about even the dialogue, waiting come out of the dialogue, waiting there in the tripartite, how the process go, waiting at the recommendations, and if we implement the recommendations very well, waiting at the advantages for this country, we election process, all of them understanding, then they will go give them. So that one day they help for
So in terms of this whole thing on reconciliation, bringing the party together, how much on I go try for be sincere to una say? Because one thing we not make clear it from when you talk about the message the way people don't they sell out issue of rerun, you see there they tell una listen and view them or support and say back at all una don't know that they do this.
I know. It's up to you. If somebody grab today and send something on social media, you not gonna know which quarter they come up from. We as a party
say this will come up from within other set of people and at the APC
no, I
party.
mean I not go consider and cast aspersions on anybody.
But who not go they go tell the people
especially where we they talk about harmony, reconciliation, I don't go cast aspersions.
Okay.
What we do is take the right message to our people, make them understand within the party they are about, within the party stand for, how far we don't come, and waiting really now be with position and all of them things they are so where they happen. When we get to them, then go get the message and we go explain exactly what I do waiting, and then know, because we they sit down one-on-one, we they engage one-on-one, so they know that one day. But I not go consider on the public forum as National Publicity Secretary and begin for make allegations. Then I go don't fall, victim like, or I go don't be in the same category as the one that we do on social media where they go and cast aspersions on people.
All this form of reconciliation and bringing unity and oneness and the party, who are the lead in terms of the party? Who are they before for ensure say when I get a one goal of coming together?
Now the national chairman, Alhaji Minkailu Mansari, is the head of the party now. He's the chief executive officer of the party as per the constitution of the APC. Now the national chairman of the party, now in the head we all currently as a political party, so, until we go back now the national delegates conference, we will go elect a new presidential candidate. We go be the flag bearer.
We know the status of on our 2018 and 2023 presidential candidate, because if they say this na this person, then another person they claim saying na this. I get forget one message of leadership to
no, it's up to you. I think these are things we don't address. We constitution very clear. We don't address this severally. Dr. Samura Kamara is the presidential candidate for APC 2018-2023. When he was the presidential candidate and leader of the party, he was, as per the constitution, leader of the party and presidential candidate. But of course, the 2023 elections, they don't make pronouncement as per the constitution of the APC. The national chairman becomes the head of the party, just like I explained. There is no ambiguity there. There is no problem not there under at all. It is very simple. It is very clear. That Honorable Minkailu Mansari is the head of the APC as I speak.
How much now we are say, Dr. Samura Kamara also the address himself as chairman and leader for the party.
No.
We see in a recent tweet for congratulating just elected president na Accra, Ghana, John Mahama, he refer to himself as what you don't say he not belong to.
Well, I don't see the tweeted, but I don't feel say, I sure say himself where I say constitutionally it is wrong. I don't see any tweet. I don't see tweets where they refer to himself as 2018-2023 presidential candidate, which is right. But I don't see tweeted which they still refer to himself as leader of the party, because I sure say where I say constitutionally he's not.
So from this, it clear say more need for be done in putting a house in order, because the man
I don't think
senior person and a very strong member of the party.
It's up to you.
So why una no able get one straight belonging of leadership here?
No, how you go say so?
Now, based on the
I not agree with Dandy. Constitution the constitution very clear. We get one leader right now. We not get leader, we get chairman right now. We're in the head the party. When Minkailu Mansari, period.
Okay. So
I'm the national publicity secretary of the APC. I talk based on the constitution of the APC.
So Samura,
I don't tell you, Samura and I run for we are the presidential candidate for 2018-2023. Okay. Samura don't cease for being leader of the APC from December 27, 2023. Period. I'll be clear on this. It is constitutional. It is sacrosanct. There is no two-way about it.
At some
I'm
point,
the national publicity secretary.
Okay.
Not to waiting people want for believe. Now waiting the
Mr.
constitution of the APC say.
At some point, we see in one made during the 2018 election and during the 2023 election, Honorable Chekoko been going over in Quito in office. After that one day, some months or some weeks after that one day, we see a press release or a letter come out from the secretary. Now the party they request from Dr. Samura do likewise. How far with that one day?
Well, those are administrative matters. I sure say, we all see also doctor don't begin pulling things that are the office. So
Dr.
those are
Samura?
administrative, of course. So those are administrative matters. The Secretary General is the custodian of the party secretariat. He assigns offices, based on the need of the party. So if he requests for a certain office now, because of course there is need.
When have been things that have been the
for
just thing for come out and request publicly. We consider the money in
it was never done public.
But the document leak account.
If you send letter to somebody, it decide for make them public, not mean say that the party make them public.
Or that make them public.
Now what they write the letter to?
Okay.
If I send letter to you, then the letter go public. We may not make them public. Now what I make them public?
We need to go for a break inside the program now. Na 10 follow take message them. The first one I go read from Mark 10. Na New England Village say, Mr. CD, I hope this meeting also focused on consolidating the party's structure, strengthening grassroots support, and reviewing internal challenges to ensure readiness for future political activities.
The same text message from that same person, they say discussing key areas including electoral strategies, youth and women engagement, and community outreach is very important for the APC party. The party should also establish reconciliation committee aimed at addressing disputes among members instead of engaging into senseless protests that will never have any positive result for Mark 10 and New Englandville.
This other message again from Abubakar Kanu. They say, we will not support and come out for protest for the international committee for the 2023 election result on a call police pandem. Then CDI at Tunis, they say the people have not to APC supported them, but all the difficulties where people go through for vote 2023, you say they not to APC supported them. Sometimes we have to say the fact, no matter how hard it is, if we want real peace to reign.
This other person from Utexland, they say, CD, now you start this whole problem where you see the 2023 election done and dusted, and today you not tell me why you say so. Do you tell me today, ba? Ahmed Nalombli.
From Abubakar Rashid, they say, what do you mean by them? Because from what the talk show say the party gets serious division.
This other person, they say, in his message, Dr. Samura Kamara stated, my heartfelt congratulations to you, H.A. John Mahama, on your successful political comeback as president of Ghana. Your victory is a testament to the confidence and trust the people of Ghana have placed in our leadership, in your leadership, and vision for their future. For me, I think Dr. Samura Kamara is just forcing a way for reconciliation, because who is he to be congratulating other leaders? Something he failed to do in his think. Okay, so
this other message from Baibue Warrior, they say, please ask CD if Dr. Samura Kamara gets constitutional right for contest again for the flag bearer position at the party after we don't contest 2 term and loss.
And this other person say, the issue of registration when I don't start back fresh. The person they ask if some Sumana are eligible for stand for be flag bearer if we're not going to convention anytime from now.
From this message from Gasparani Lolo, they say, what's the relationship between the executive and Dr. Samura Kamara?
So I think from you and I wonder I will take for now because of time.
Yeah, because of time, when they come over to we studio guests for respond to the message. Them over to you, CD Yaya Tunis for response.
Well, I want to say plenty thank you for the messages. Absolutely, like I don't emphasize, the party did together, and this tour they really focus on making sure that we remain together. All of the challenges that we will face. We continue for consolidate and reposition with party for ensure say we provide level playing field so that all man we want for contest for various positions within the party we eligible and we qualified go do so, and the people go get the chance for freely and constitutionally vote for the one way they want for occupy various positions. I take notice of Mark 10 in suggestions that we don't make to the party leadership. These are things we will definitely take into consideration, and these are things we will go act on. Somebody asked whether Dr. get the right for contest again constitutionally. Yes, he does, because the first election we run now be under the 1995 constitution, so he can still run again as for president, for be presidential candidate. So constitutionally, yes, he can.
What about some manner himself because somebody asks in your line?
Well, I mean, of course, these, like I say, the constitution is the constitution. So these are all things we'll get for look at. When we reach that side, we'll go look at the eligibility of everybody.
What's not the eligibility criteria?
It is there. We don't say this thing repeatedly, that, you know, the eligibility criteria for be presidential candidate for we party stipulated now with constitution. If for first of all meet the requirement as stipulated in 1991 constitution, for us also if we don't be a continuous member of the party for not less than 5 years, fully paid up members continuously in a good standing. So it is very clear these are all things, but would they far from them thing than they right now. So I know want the discussions this morning for focus on them things than they. The discussion this morning for focus on the peace process, the consolidation process we don't start, you know, as a party, and around the important for we right now for bring everybody together. The issue of presidential candidates, this would they far from that.
So,
we'll not even start lower level elections yet. For level reach that side, they will get for first of all consolidate, we'll get for first of all focus on membership verification or registration. We'll get for first of all build with party structures like how Mark 10 say from at every level, and then we go begin for get discussions around presidential
line building
issues.
the party structure and car with unity. Somebody also asked about the relationship between the executive and that of Dr. Samura Kamara.
And if you say we get any issue
Now,
with
question we want to
we not get any issue with Dr. Samura Kamara as far as the party executive is concerned. I don't emphasize say we own job now for ensure say we provide level playing field as per the provisions of the constitution. So we not give any one individual advantage over anybody else or all the others who are interested for run for a particular office or for a particular position. We are a national executive as well as with district and regional executive that we get a responsibility for make sure say everybody get access to we and everybody get you know, those who are eligible get the free will for able for do it in a one and for do it in with constitution and the laws of this country say as far as seeking positions in any office now.
So in line with the different conciliation I mentioned on I don't put about doing engagement tour and retreat, waiting next after all this?
I mean plenty. You know, by next year we begin for position with party for get yourself ready for lower level elections. We now all the issues of you know, positions, party positions, then TRO they talk about now eligibility, then discussions, then they go on. We therefore continue with the tour, of course. We now cover all the districts I made. And then once we do that, then we therefore also now robustly focus on, you know, putting with database together for membership, because like I say, Sabti, all them things then they get timeline. The constitution give you the time when we for start with lower level election. Before that they give you specified time when we for don't publish the list of all eligible voters at every level from ward level all the way up. So all them things then they have plenty work.
Quick one. Actually,
we get for start early.
Bring the program to a close now. When I see all this on a drive for yield dividend country, in fact, say very soon or sooner or later the country is going to election, and we know the political scramble where they happen around getting flag bearer. Now nothing say even after I go there for massage something they gone at this moment going back to the election they go back so come on.
Well, I don't feel so, because unlike before, this one, except if you want for, you know, just cause unnecessary problem, we have a constitution we're very clear as to how we go about with internal democracies. The structures are defined in the constitution. The processes are defined. Of course, yes, the secretariat will develop election rules on the mandate of NAC and eligibility on the mandate of NAC. But of course, the constitution very clear, and also we not get choice. The constitution say it is stipulated every 3 years we further elect a new set of executive, including with presidential candidates. So by 2026 February, we suppose forget a national delegate conference we say we go elect with new national executive and the presidential candidate for the next election. But before that, by next year, then 10 year all will go busy, they do lower level elections.
So as you say, it's all about message of peace. Within you as a publicity secretary, go left on a supporter and funding of the APC party.
I mean, we want for focus on really, now that we don't they put certain things then behind, we also want for focus on really now addressing the issues where they affect the populace in this country. Try for focus on taking on government. We get plenty of things then where they go wrong in this country, where we feel say we for reposition we attention for begin for address issues where they affect the populace, the economy, the prices of basic commodities. So
now I'm diverting our attention.
It is not diversion. It is
okay.
our job as opposition for ensure say we stand for the people of this country, and that is really what will be our focus.
Well, that's Nasidi Tunisian, the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Every they talk about APC reconciliation and impact. We don't get plenty. Thank you. Will you be with us inside this edition of the program? Good morning, hello, Mr. Tunis.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Season's greetings, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to all Sierra Leoneans. I hope say we all go stay safe, we all keep safe, drive safely, and not enjoy too much till you forget yourself.